And peace, sisters. I pray that you're doing well. Let me know if you can hear me. Today, I invited Oreli of In a Foodie's Kitchen to join me today and share a little bit about her experience in peaceful periods and happy hormones, which is a 6-week womb healing journey that begins next weekend. So I'll invite her so she can share her experience with you. Welcome, sisters. Welcome. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
So lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you too. MashaAllah.
Alhamdulillah, how are you feeling today?
Doing good, alhamdulillah. It's a
Good,
beautiful
good.
weekend.
Yeah, nice, nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Is it sunny over there?
Yeah. It's still pretty sunny. We're still feeling like it's summertime a little bit.
That's awesome. Still rainy season here, so it's still,
That's right.
still moist. So for
Yeah.
people who don't know you, can you introduce yourself?
So, hello, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Aurelie. I am a food blogger, content creator, and I live in Vancouver, Canada. I am a mom of two boys. Yeah.
Thank you so much. So for those of you who are not sure what we're talking about today, Peaceful Periods and Happy Hormones is open now for enrollment, and I had the honor of having Aurelie join us last year, and I invited her to share her experience. Why did you want to join? What compelled you or motivated you, or what were you seeking?
So at the time that the course was available, I think I was about 5 months or 4 months postpartum with my second baby. And I had really decided to take charge of my health and um, taking charge of my recovery postpartum. Because after my first one, I was very depleted and I had to really work on my health to get back to normal. And this time I wanted to really make sure I was taking care of my health before I had the baby and after. And so it came at a perfect time. And it was the perfect course to just learn more about my feminine health and how to take better care of myself.
Awesome. And did you witness any transformation or changes when you compare before the class and after?
Yeah, absolutely. There's so many things that I learned, and I was like, even after two kids, I'm still learning about feminine health. There's so many things that I was just not aware of, and they don't teach us in the health classes in school or in so many other spaces that they could be teaching us. And so it was really great to learn about how our cycles change, or how we are during throughout the whole month and going through changes throughout the whole month, and how that affects our hormones, how that affects our appetite, how that affects even how we exercise, how we eat. That was really eye-opening for me, because then throughout the month I could focus, because I am really focused on food. I could really focus and make sure I was eating throughout the month to support my body, and not just be like, why am I so tired, or why do I feel extra hungry and feeling bad for being like craving more food, right? I just had a more positive of looking at my body and how my body was reacting throughout the month. I was more aware, like, this is at this time, this is probably what I need to do to support my body. I was more aware of that, and it helped so much with my energy level, with just being more intentional about my self-care as well. Being more kind to myself closer to my period, just to give myself time to rest more. And yeah, it has made a world of a difference.
Oh, that's amazing. I can imagine all of the delicious things you're making for the different phases of your cycle.
That's something
I
I
can
wish I could do more of. But it's been just a busy season in life. But really, even with limited time, I can even focus more. I can just be like, okay, I can just keep things lighter around this time of the month, or just have more, nourishing, um, and more, comfort food around this time. I'm just being aware of that makes a difference, because then I know, why am I, like I said, even that part, why am I extra hungry around this time, or beating myself up for that or not. Postpartum is that season of life where you're like, you're learning your body after giving birth, and you're either trying to get back to where you were before, or you're trying to just like get through the days. And there's so many changes happening, so just having a better understanding of that made a difference mentally, right? Because then I'm not having unnecessary negative thoughts about my body and how to feel, or how to, where I should be, type of thing.
Yeah. I know you mentioned you've been telling everybody about the course. So who would you recommend for this course? Like, what kind of woman or of the sisters experiencing what? Like, who would you invite to join us?
I would invite, the first one I think of is like, being in your early 20s, and um, just being at the prime of your health, like, even if you don't know, hopefully you are, but just learning about your body more will give you an awareness to prepare yourself, whether you want to conceive later or not. But just the fact that being aware that your fertility is a sign of your health, of your general health, is one of the things that we should be aware of. And I think there's either a culture of like not thinking about your fertility until you're there and you want to conceive, or trying to avoid getting pregnant. So going beyond just those two train of thought, and just looking at it as my whole body health, and that your fertility is part of that. So I'm thinking about someone who's young, not married yet, not trying to conceive yet, just being aware of that and taking care of your body, starting those healthier practices of supporting your body throughout the month, so that when you get to the point where you want to conceive, then you'll have a better idea of how that works better for you or not, right? And also, like, new moms, or even if you have daughters, if you have sisters, you have nieces, that are coming around this time where they're about to start menstruating, being able to be that person who tells them about different ways of managing their hormones, managing pain, hopefully that or telling them even pain is not normal, right? So just that, like any woman, this is a course for any woman, whether you're young, you're married, you're not married, you are auntie, a mother, a grandmother. Um,
Yeah.
I think this could be useful for any woman to share with your community of women around you.
And there's just so much healing in just being in a space where you can talk openly about your period, just being able to put words to your experience, because sometimes it can be so
Absolutely.
isolating. I met a woman and she was telling me she passes out every month. Like, the period pain is so intense, like she literally will faint. And she just thought it was just her. And I said, this is not normal. This is not
Yeah.
healthy. And this is not something you should accept as normal. And sometimes just being in a space where you can talk about it, and it's like, oh, everybody's not feeling this way, or this is a problem. And then it kind of, that in of itself kind of awakens this idea that things could be different. Like, maybe I could do something differently.
Hmm.
Maybe my experience can be different. Did you feel
Yeah.
like the course was good value for the content and for the program and what was included?
Yes, absolutely. Just the fact of having that calendar and being able to track it, and being able to do that with the course while we are enrolled in the course, it just gave you a better understanding of um, the awareness of being and seeing how your body changes, and the changes that happen throughout the month, and all the different phases. That is a tool that I still use. I still print it out and like to track
Awesome.
everything
That's
because it's
amazing.
so useful, right? Because
Yeah.
sometimes you just like, what is going on? Then you look at your calendar, you're like, oh yeah, that's right. Like, just being able to do that. Like, I have an app and everything, but being able to like take that time and sit and look like, where am I at? Then you know what to expect a little bit and you know what to prepare for. It helps
Yeah,
a lot. Yeah. It's
yeah,
a
I
great amount of
remember.
value. Yeah, there's lots of value in the course with the community, the tools, the whole thing. Mashallah. Yeah, really
Alhamdulillah.
great.
Thank you so much. And even though you don't have any daughters yet, I'm sure your sons are still benefiting from seeing how much better you feel in your body, how you care for yourself, because one day they'll be fathers or, partners, and they'll be able to support the women in their life and also support you. You never know.
Yeah,
It'll in a
yeah,
couple of years, your sons might be
yeah,
bringing you your tea, your herbal
yeah.
teas, and making sure you rest and making the nourishing foods for you. So I mean, even
Mm,
if a mother has sons, like, the better we can model self-care, the better we can set a foundation for how they can love other women in their life, right, and
mm-hmm.
including their mom.
And even the communication with my partner, just being able to be like, I just need extra rest. I'm gonna go rest, you know, and just being able to let them know, oh, I'm like a little bit extra cranky. Like, I'm not just saying I'm PMSing and that's it. I'm just like, you know what? This week I need to take it easy, right? You just being able to communicate and then they'll know like, oh, you are in this phase now. They're starting to learn the words themselves and, the
Hmm.
terminology and be like, oh, okay. Then
Yeah.
it just creates a better environment for myself, right? So, yeah,
And to know that you have the science, it's not just in your head, right? Sometimes we think is it just me, what's going on? But like when we understand our biology and we understand our body and what our body's saying, then we can say, you know what? I'm not just imagining this. This is real, right? This is a shift in my biological reality, and this is what I need to do to be responsive to what my body needs right now. So it definitely is a
absolutely.
very tailored and heightened self-care
Mm,
that's very, very productive. I mean, self-care, we think about a lot of pampering and stuff, and that's great at a time, but the fundamentals of feeding yourself well, resting well, taking care of yourself, honoring your body, like that's just the fundamentals of self-care. So every woman needs to have access to that and be reminded of just how fundamental it is for you to feel like you're thriving in your body. So thanks for
absolutely.
sharing your experience. Is there anything else
My
that comes to
pleasure.
mind that you want to say?
No, but if anyone on this life is thinking about the course, I'm telling you, just go ahead and sign up because you will realize the amount of stuff you don't know about women health and just being able to get some of those practices into it's a lifestyle. It's not just like things that you plug in here and there, and being able to implement those and take better care of your body and yourself it's it has no price, right? So
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely go check out more about the course and sign up because it's really great value.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
Jazakallah khair. Always lovely seeing you.
Yes, always.
All right, enjoy your day. Thanks for your time, and inshallah,
Thank
see
you.
you soon. Assalamu
You take
alaikum.
care. Walaikum salam.